recently things went pretty south over there in Ferguson, Missouri. Things with Michael Brown. What's your thoughts on like police brutality and how that situation transpired? What you think?
Well, back in the 60s, a lot of times they said that people, they marched and had peaceful demonstrations. But this time, at this time, people are tired. People are fed up, they're tired, and out of frustration. And then you remember at the end of the story of Raisin the Sun, it said, what does a raisin does? What does it do? Does it shrivel up or does it explode? Does it? When you think about it, and people in Ferguson are tired. They are absolutely tired. And I wouldn't actually agree with everything they're doing, but I personally think if they would have done what they did, they wouldn't get as much publicity as they're doing right now. Because a lot of times, black men, they suffer more. They have to deal with a whole lot of aggravation. Even I was just reading the other day that George Washington Carver, he made all these plentiful creations with peanuts, but he was castrated. A lot of people don't know that. Now this Brandi start talking now. Now think about it. He did all these things with nuts and he ain't have any nuts. really, when you think about it, all these book reports we did, and then sometimes people just are fed up. They are fed up, and it's a new day and a new time, a new age.
Yeah.
And then and I'm saying, was it really worth a blunt? I know they say a thief is a thief, but it really, from my understanding, was a cigarette or something. But anything less than, what type of price you put on life?
Yeah.
I mean, what type of price would you put on life if you said, well, he was shot, we think 6 times, we think 8 times. You know how many times you pull that trigger on him? Yeah. And then at the same time, it took time for the media to really push it. But social media was on it, popping. And see, I think if it was not for social media and people putting out their cell phones, a lot of this just would have went over. And then if you can remember back in the day with Rodney King, that was a new age of social media. When Rodney King came in, and it went for this man pulling out a camera and said, hey, look what's going on. And then a lot of times people think some things, you can say there are racial issues, but sometimes race is just bad decisions on a lot of people's part also. I'm not saying race don't pay attention, pay a part in it, but it's just bad decisions.
So, and like what you said with the social media, how do you feel that social media has changed the decisions that people make, and how do you think it's changed the way that society responds to other people?
Well, actually, it's what I like about social media. A lot of times you get the true. You don't get it cut. You don't get it altered. You don't get it edited. A lot of times when you see stuff and people acting foolish, it's the whole thing.
Right.
You see, but basically when you went through the broadcasting stations, CNN and all these other, you get bits and pieces of what people want you to see. But in social media now, you get the whole thing. A lot of times you get the whole shebang. So if somebody's head's being cut off, guess what? You're getting the whole head cut off. But again, now they're starting to censor social media. In some websites, if you post certain things, they're not even going to let you see it. Yeah. Or they'll take it down for you. Yeah. They'll let you, even on Facebook and some of those, they're like, oh, YouTube, they'll take it down for you. But I think social media is going to be that's really pushing the way we move forward and getting justice.